Hey, welcome back to my channel, this is Kuro, and we're playing some more Genshin Impact on the PS5, and we're back with Lumine, Hatin, Ito, and Shinobu. So, we're going to continue with the main storyline for this particular episode.
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Okay, so why aren't you inside with everybody else?
Please, wait a moment.
What's the
Before
matter?
attending the meeting, I hope you can promise me one thing.
Okay, depends what you're demanding
Promise
of
me
us.
that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
Okay, that's
What do you think?
defined
Okay.
reckless. Okay, we're starting the next act. Act 5.
Everyone's here so early!
Okay, so we enter the house
Why isn't anybody talking?
and tensions are
We
high.
already discussed things a bit.
Okay.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready?
So, how come Dia's happy, but you
Very
two just
well.
seem like you're at each other's throat as per usual? Oh yeah, we're
Sure
plotting the
this is gonna
plan.
work?
We need to
I
find a
gotta
way to
admit,
save
It's bold. Color me impressed.
Nahida.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut the small talk and move to the next point.
Okay, I'm kind of curious as to what the plan is all about.
Nervous.
Yeah, he's making me nervous as well.
You're finally done.
Oh, okay.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care.
I
Well,
really wanted to
traveler,
get
Paimon.
Candace's
Judging from your
character, but
expressions, the meeting
I don't want
must
to
have been
roll for
quite
any more
productive.
additional characters. I already got
You can tell?
Ayaka and
I'm
Navia.
not that good at scheming or
I
strategy.
can get
but I can sense
Candace,
people's emotions.
but at the same time, I want to save up the
Worried.
Primogems.
Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
To be honest,
Plus,
I
she's
feel
4-star,
the same.
so still possible to
But
get
you're
her in
already
the
some of the most capable people I know.
in the
So you
other
have my trust.
gacha.
Candace gave us a compliment.
Your deeds speak for themselves.
Okay,
Candace,
so she's praising us
we
on
stayed
our
behind
deeds.
to tell you that, although you won't be coming with us, we'll be sure to remember your words.
We won't act recklessly.
I'm very glad to hear that.
I'm still curious as to what our plan is and what
I've
is
said the
our.
same thing to everyone here today.
What is our
as
battle
I said
plan?
to you when you arrived. Your safety
So first of all,
is the most important
The
thing.
Akademiya is trying to create a new god,
Only when you're safe
Nahida
can
is
the
currently
plan be
imprisoned.
successful.
and
Take care.
we need to explore the desert. I am so
You're
confused.
welcome. And thank you for taking my advice.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Right, we need to head over there to that end. I'm guessing up above or down below. Oh, just over there. Okay, we're on the other
Sounds
side.
good. I'll go make
Looks
some
like Ramon
preparations.
and Alhafen are
Okay.
planning something.
Them.
We're now on the same side.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
We are.
Also,
We have.
Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating.
Okay, and
Our
what's your
plan
point?
is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it.
Okay, you're being a
I
little bit
hope
too
this is
serious.
clear to you.
It's clear to me, but I don't know about Paimon.
Shouldn't you be saying something more cheerful to boost our morale right now?
Also,
Didn't
as
we
I'm
already
playing
do
some
that
of the
during the
old story
meeting?
quest mode,
never
Paimon's
have enough
voice
words
is
of encouragement.
so different compared to
In
what it
that
is
case,
right now.
Candace can cuddle you to your
I
heart's
do kinda
content
prefer
while I continue
Paimon's
to
current
remind you of the
voice.
seriousness of our situation. We all have our jobs to do after all. It's like how some
Makes
people
sense.
Speaking of the front lines, you don't look anything like a soldier.
Of course. Compared to the mercenaries, I'm merely a feeble scholar.
Yep,
The advantage
you
of not being
are
a mercenary
one
is that
buff
I get to stay in a safer place
scholar.
and offer my strategic insight. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mom.
Well, being a scholar is
I
also a
kinda
high-risk
hit
occupation.
X.
And you
Yeah,
are a
my
scholar.
bad.
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
Yes, and this is why you're so tall, buff, and muscular.
Still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment.
I don't like you.
That reminds me. Do you remember the record?
No matter
we
how
saw in
good-looking he
King
is, he is
Desert
just kind of.
It mentioned forbidden knowledge.
Sorry, I don't remember anymore.
Wait, seriously? Remember?
Also,
We went
if
into
you're
the
interested,
desert not long
I
ago to
am
exchange
back on
hostages with
Twitch,
the Arrows.
occasionally streaming.
Once we
I
arrived,
haven't
the
got a
ground
set
collapsed
schedule
into
at the
an
moment,
earthquake, and we
but
fell into some
I
ruins.
am streaming Genshin
Still
Impact
nothing?
content.
Come on.
Usually
It
the
was a
event
remnant of
quests. I
King
may just
Desret's
do the
bygone
regular
civilization,
quests
and we
and
found
stuff
some
like that
messages left by a priest of the
from
king,
time to
and
time.
learned about
I'll
the
probably just drop a
existence of forbidden
notification
knowledge.
on Twitter. I should come up with a schedule.
Thanks for reminding us.
Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the Akademiya for some time, was
Okay.
never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge.
Right.
But the Akademiya has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the Akademiya has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction.
Interesting.
Withering.
So,
Elazar,
yeah.
and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru?
But
Another form of pollution.
Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sand.
No, it's probably whatever is
At least
plaguing
that's what
Irminsul is
Tainari
causing
told
it.
us. Wait a second.
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from
And it's
forbidden
unable to
knowledge.
actually cure itself because
But
it's
if
contaminated.
That's the case, what should we do? If
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
Contained within the...
it's related to the
It's pretty much just
Sound
one
passed out
answer. I
the
don't know
Amelia
why they
Forest?
split it up
That
into
whole-
two.
The world forget me thing?
Yeah.
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah, we need to save
Only by
Nahida.
working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're
Right.
still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
We do need to prepare for
Where are we
this.
going?
If we're not prepared,
To
we're
an
going to be
Eremite
caught off
base.
guard. Oh, to an Eremite base. Okay, we have our next location then. Okay, so we teleported in and the base is literally right behind us. So we're just gonna head towards the location. We're just gonna grab this. Don't know what that is.
Speed of light.
Right. Just cheat some height.
They're
Right.
here.
What are those two up to?
What are they doing here?
Looks like they got
I
some
gave them
knowledge
some
capsules.
Technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
They also seem a little
the
bit
work going?
sketchy. Okay.
Yes. We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
The knowledge capsule?
Devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Let me guess, you want to put it on and then examine
Look
it.
here.
Huh?
More can
More
knowledge.
can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into her head again?
Well,
What's
I'm
that
guessing we
look
can
on your
survive it.
face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious.
I also regained my dendro element.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The Akademiya should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you
Why
believe
me?
we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes, I do.
Good. Conviction
I mean,
is the
I'm
most
pretty certain I can
important
do it
part
all
of
alone.
of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
What are you up to?
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Is that even possible?
Yes,
Paimon is still
Actually,
really
will we even
young.
have our memories after this?
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Unless we're on another loop.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Are we on another loop? Okay.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape.
Okay.
Everything went without
Where are
a
you
hitch,
going with this?
And everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes.
Uh-huh.
What's
Here.
this?
Read it out loud.
Some stirring words have been written on the notes. Okay.
It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
I'm confused as to what is going on.
Doing this. Paimon doesn't get it.
I'm with you on that, Paimon.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by
Now
you.
I'm starting to understand why
What do you
more and more
mean?
people don't like
Have
the
you
Sumeru
forgotten?
chapter.
Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need.
Okay.
After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
You become too heavily reliant on the
a
machine.
fool? A machine?
A slave to orders.
Exactly.
And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
Because that's
You
where
could say that those
human
kinds
judgment
of
comes in.
ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Because the world isn't just made up of yes and no's or black and white. There is always the middle ground. There's always maybe the grey area and
Anyway,
anything
that's
in
enough
between.
chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan
Which causes
Reebok
quite a
and
lot
start
of
preparing for
contradictions
the
and
next step.
hypocrisy, but that's what makes us human.
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Right. Okay, and we need to head to Caravan Rebat, so back over here. And we're back in Caravan Rebat with Ramon and Sino.
The plan is
What's
too
going on?
radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought.
Yeah.
And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Okay.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As
Okay.
mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions.
What? You have something
Had
against
I
Al
known
Haytham?
Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
And what are
Look,
these
you already
suggestions?
know
What are
that
you
we're all
planning?
on the same
What is
side,
going on?
Don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Sorry,
you don't want them to
but
be
as
too
things
extreme.
stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the...
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you
Okay,
should know.
please explain.
Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards
Uh-huh.
in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
So basically, we're going to Trojan horse them into the city.
How can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City.
Right, so
My
we're
plan
gonna
will clear us of any possible
basically
suspicion, and also let us enter the
bring
city
them
as a
in,
big
yeah.
group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Alhaitham told you. Am I?
Doesn't
Yep.
Alhaitham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Al
He
Haytham.
also
He's
said that with the help of Sino
he is
and the
actually kind
Traveler,
of correct.
our chance of success
this is the
will
only way that
increase
you can get the
significantly.
Eremites in.
I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make
That's
the whole
true.
thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove.
So you
I'm
want to
okay
stage
with the
an
deaths
arrest?
of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to
He has
come by.
honor.
I've always
And
treated
respect.
my allies with honesty and respect.
Oh, there we go.
They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I can help. I know what I'm doing.
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We have no fear of casualties. Because we
Sometimes the
crave
sacrifices have
spoils
to
of
be
victory.
made for the greater
So
cause.
please,
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refute. But remember, you need to follow the plan and
You know,
not do
whenever
anything reckless.
we plan for something
Candace
like this
made it
and we
very
try to
clear
follow it
that
to
we
the
can
T,
only
it will
achieve our
never go
goals
to plan.
if we can ensure our safety.
Something is bound to happen.
Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation,
Even if it goes
there should
smoothly,
be no more animosity between the followers
something
of the
is going to
Danger
go wrong.
okay, you have a deal.
Let's do this for our
do
shared
this
dream.
for-
The guards should
Alright.
be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Time to brawl with the gods, I guess.
Guards,
Okay, so we
General
arrived at where the
Mahamudra.
guards are. So
To what do we owe the honor?
yeah, I just set Hut-Tin on fire. So
keep your voice down.
Yeah.
This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Akademiya's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
right.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Akademiya's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
It's fine.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain El Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Akademiya.
Yes.
As many as Ain al-Ahmar. This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Do we actually need to work
Because
with them?
this is work. Because I trust you.
Okay, Kagi. I believe
can't
you.
believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the
I
Akademiya
really do
and are
appreciate
no longer their General
Kagi's
Mahamudra?
voice acting skill.
Even
It's
if
very
that guard
different from
doesn't
his
know,
regular
their
voice
superiors
that
might,
I normally
right?
hear, and his
We
Sarbon
discussed
laugh.
this, remember?
Yep.
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First,
This is
the
where
other
I
Matra still
feel
don't know why
like
Sino
the
has left, which proves that the Akademiya has been covering up the matter. Second, this is a crucial moment for the Akademiya's God
yeah,
creation
I feel
plan.
like this is
If something were to happen
the
to the
moment
general
where
Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted
something is
attention.
meant is going
No
to go
matter how
wrong.
you look at it,
Like they're
they
gonna
don't
know
seem
that
interested
Sino
in sharing the news
has
of Sino's
resigned.
departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert.
Yep.
Actually,
You're gonna predict all your move.
considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already
Unless,
tried to interfere with my actions.
Nahida's
I've
actually
given
got
that
something
a lot
to
of
do with
thought.
it. She's tweaking it
For
a little
now,
bit.
I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
Okay. But it hasn't taken us into account.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
And our personal data has
That's
not.
true. But the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Akademiya firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
Right.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times?
Not really, because we're all
Emotions
human,
are
because
part
we
of our
make
behavioral
illogical
logic.
behaviors.
But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance?
Actually, with enough samples, it's able to make
Sino,
some
in the
close
past, you've always worked
predictions,
alone.
but I guess...
In the absence of another
Yeah.
person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles.
But not when the Traveler's
Decisive
involved.
and principled, you were used to solving problems alone.
But here's
That's why the Akasha could figure you out.
Here's the thing
But
about
now,
this
You've
kind
joined a
of
team.
concept.
I believe the Akasha
If
hasn't
the
yet
Akasha
figured out the full
has the
composition
Traveler
of
or
it.
Lumine's
Our
personal
thoughts and
information,
logic
her
have
thoughts,
intermingled
her
and weave
actions,
themselves together
and
to
they
become
take
a
both
complicated
Sino
chaotic
and Lumine
mess.
and cross-reference
Any one
them
of us could
together,
potentially
they
disagree
should
with
be able to
another.
come up with a prediction
The
on how the
Akasha
two
lacks
would
data on
react.
these
But
interactions,
because
and
the
it's
Traveler
impossible for it to
doesn't
predict your
exist,
actions in the future based on your decisions in the past.
it can't
After all,
draw any
there's probably a
conclusions
limit to
from
just
the
how
limited
much we
amount
can
of
be
information that
modeled
we
or
have
controlled by
about
data.
Lumine.
So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Yes, until they get hold
Makes
of
sense to
like
me.
more information of
I
us and
agree.
stuff.
The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
I think the Akasha...
Is that so?
I think this is where we're going to
I
go
guess there
wrong.
are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
That's what we're assuming.
I'm so glad that this is...
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Yeah, she says spare food.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
We'll do our best.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembourg.
This is my assistant, the Traveler.
The
She will be
Traveler,
working with
Lumine.
me. The construct next to her is for her work.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
Okay, you don't need to cross out
What a
your
great honor to
eyes.
meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun.
Why are
And-
you,
Is this the latest
trying
technology from
to-
the Akademiya?
Have
flatter
you made a
us?
decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the
To be honest, couldn't we
there.
have just knocked them all out
Understood.
and just taken their uniforms?
Map.
Hurry, bring the map.
Okay.
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions
we're gonna
about
smuggle
the
them
time
into
or
the town.
location?
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
And off you all go.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
Yep.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Akademiya. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Alright, time to move out. Okay, so I skipped the time forward by 2 days, and we're going to engage against Rahman's people.
There, our helpers have arrived
But I
already.
feel like they're gonna turn on us.
Wait a moment.
Something's wrong. Sino.
It's you.
You're my assistant, remember?
Yep,
Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
yep.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
I
It's to
feel
show
like
how important we
they're
think the
going to turn
operation
on
is.
us.
Since this is a big case for the Akademiya, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve.
Okay.
Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case.
Okay.
If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat.
Alright, here we go. Combat time.
Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome. What do you want?
I thought there would be more people.
Judging from those shiny weapons in your
But
hands,
clearly
it
not.
seems like you're...
Rahman, the Akademiya has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales.
Okay.
If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Akademiya?
Well, at
Can't
least
believe you
Ramon
came
knows how
all
to
this
act.
way just to catch us.
Yeah.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary.
Okay, here we go. We're
That's
about to fight. Right. We'll do that and... Showtime! And, oh, actually,
Out of my way. Incoming.
and we'll do that.
Nowhere to hide. Speed of light.
Alright, sorry, Ramon, but we're gonna take you down. Okay.
Our bond is strong. Nowhere to hide.
Well, at least we're aggravating. Just need to make sure that we heal. Normally I just use her as a sub-healer.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Nice. Okay, there we go. And we'll do that.
Stand with me.
She is now C6, so... Damage is still a little bit appalling.
Propagate.
Right, there we go.
Who wants some of this? Bam!
This feels like a mini version of Nahida's skill set.
Incoming.
And we're done.
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
So we arrested 9 people.
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King
Right.
Jeshret will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Did you just knock him out?
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Akademiya as instructed by the...
Yes, sir!
Interesting.
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask.
Understood. You are dismissed.
Okay, I can't tell if the plan is proved, like,
Let's talk
proceeding smoothly or terribly. But at least something happened.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic.
I definitely need to work on some of the damage and some of the
Sure
improvements,
convincing
like
enough.
some of the
Once we're done
changes to
here,
my character. I
I'll
definitely
return
need to buff
Caravan
them up.
Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get every.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
I guess. We helped.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for it. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Oh, yes. We
Speaking
need
of
to meet
which,
up with
Is it
Tainari.
really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to
I'm sure
work with
Tainari
us?
is smart enough to figure things out.
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side.
Yes,
He
I think
knows
he's
I
pretty
won't
much
make
on our
jokes
side
about things
already.
like this. If we need help, Tainari is the best option.
So we're
Get ready for
slowly
the
growing
next phase
our
of the plan.
forces here.
Don't.
So we
keep
got
them
the
waiting.
Aramites, we got Dia, we got Sino, Alhafen, and now we're going to recruit Tainari. And oh god, there's something coming. Oh, okay, I thought there was going to be a massive monster, but no.
With sword comes
I think this is also a good point to end the episode, so I'm gonna end the episode here. Hey, thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think. It really does help me out. If you haven't already done so, you can also hit the bell icon and turn on notifications. That way you'll get updates for when I upload my new videos. Or follow me on Twitter at KuroAkiGames. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/KuroAkiGames, where I occasionally stream my raw gameplay videos on there, or some content that isn't on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at KuroAkiGames, and I will see you guys soon.